Morning everyone, it's Monday. What are we at, 7:18, just on my way down to the shop. Got break in the weather at the minute. We've had wind and rain all night long. Currently a bit of blue skies. The rain has stopped and the wind has stopped, but we've got another storm coming in. There's like 3 of them. Been a bit of a crazy weekend, sorting stuff out, getting things like booked and emails and stuff like that. I've been kind of all over it on Sunday as well this week, getting stuff done, and we had accounts to do as well Sunday morning. Yay! But hope you're well, hope you had a good weekend. We've booked a visit to go down to see the house, the new place, Friday this week. We've got to go down and do some measuring for things like beds and curtains and, you know, all of the homey stuff that wife wants to get. So that's happening this week. That's quite exciting, and the kids really, I think Jess has seen it, Faith hasn't, so it'll be the first time they get to sort of see their potentially new room and, you know, all that other stuff. Have a good look around the house and visualize how big their garden is going to be. But yeah, it's kind of ongoing. We're dealing with solicitors and councils regarding like fence borders and stuff like that, so everything's hopefully going ahead smoothly. We've not heard anything bad, so that's good. Van's performing well. We had a few trips out in it at the weekend, doing some stuff, running around doing some shopping. It's not missed a beat. Everything's all good. We're a little over freezing at the minute. The temperature's got quite cold. I've still got my cough, still sniffly, but other than that, I think it's just kind of like a head and chesty cold. So today we've got a Nissan Qashqai coming in first thing. It's got front and rear ThinkWare dash cameras I'm putting in it. Sam is also bringing me down his Honda, I want to say it's a Honda Odyssey. We've got to take the Pioneer out of it that we fitted in a little while ago. We sold the car, so we've got to put the factory radio back in it. So that's happening this morning. And then this afternoon I've got Nick, my old mucker, coming down with his gosh, what has he got? I want to say it's a Kia, is it Sportage maybe? Anyway, he had a dash cam, not mine, a cheapy one that's failed, so that's coming off the car. We've got a new one to put on it. He has bought, I think it's like an Alibaba camera. He's not, you know, not one for spending out large money on things like that. I know, I think that would cure all his problems, and I do like to preach when that's concerned, but with this guy, he likes what he likes, and he doesn't want to spend a lot of money on it, so it is what it is. But he bought this camera that's got like a really poor rear camera sensor, so at night it's got the 4 white LEDs that come on, so we won't be fitting the rear camera because all it's going to do is get him pulled over by the old bill. So he's just having a front only, but we've got to kind of hardwire the kit in, so he's got no washing line or cables around the dash. Excuse me. And that's about it. A nice steady crack into the week. I've got to order some stock from Kicker today. We've got a load of stuff I've got to get ready for Alan's install, and a sub for the 7 amp for the T5 that we've got in the shop. Oh, that's something else that can be done for today. So we can start, we've got a spare time, we can start doing the cabling on the T5 as well, get the amp wiring done. So all we've got to do is plug in a sub when it arrives. But yeah, it should be a nice steady stretch into the week this week. It's fairly busy with regards to work. Lots of people inquiring about work and Christmas presents fitting and, you know, birthday stuff. But still struggling with this stupid cold. So I love you and leave you. I'm gonna go and get some breakfast. I'll come back to you when we got the first one in and taken apart. Hope you're good, hope you had a good weekend. Subscribers have been up and down on the channel. I think we're at 2434, that was the last time I looked, so we had sort of 10 more people join. YouTube is doing its weird thing with its analytics again, where it's like, you've got loads of extra people, you've got loads of extra content, you've got loads of extra followers, and we're going to halve your money. Awesome. Big thumbs up to that, thanks very much. Yeah, put in twice the effort, get half the pay. How does that work? God knows. See you in a bit, everyone. Right, just quieting this radio down. So Nissan Qashqai for the camera's a no-show. So instead we're pushing this MX-5 on. So we've had this in a few times. We've done the Pioneer radio, we've done the fascia kit, we've done front speakers, and we've done a kicker sub and amp under that seat there. Now we're going to attack the factory amplifier. So this thing is going to come out. We're going to take off the amp lead from the head unit that's currently running through this at low pass, and then off, not low pass, but low power, low level, that's what I'm looking for. Low level converter, which is running into this. So we're going to take that off, so it's full speaker feed at this end, and then we're going to put in a key 200.4, and we're going to run that in this hole, running the speakers in the car on kicker levels instead. So speaker feed into that, speaker feed out of that, to the amplifier, to the speakers, job done. So that's today's task. I'm going to crack on with this. I'll see you in a bit. Right then guys, so we've got our head unit out just there, and I've removed, this is just basically like a filter that you can put in line on your system, so you've got speakers in, speakers out, and it just lowers the output so you're not rushing the amp with 4x50 watts. Obviously it wouldn't like that. So we take that out of the equation, so we're going straight from speaker feed in, speaker feed out, and then from here we're going to use our meter. We're going to probe this and probe this to find our ins, which can then go straight into the side of the key 200.4, and then obviously our outs we can then probe back the other way, and then we can have our signal basically going from this, well, from that to this, from that back to that without any issues, and we can get our active front end. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to disconnect these shitty little rear speakers because they don't do a lot in this MX-5. So we'll have live tweeter, live mid-range, sub in the amp, nice head unit, job done. So I'm going to crack on with testing, figure out what's what, go from there. Speak to you in a bit. Right, there we go, there's our first one. Obviously you can hear the beeping. So we've got rear left positive, and that one there. So I'll now cut that, mark that up, and then we can do the ins and outs obviously for the 4 speakers. That's it, see you in a bit. At that point this morning when I said we should have a nice easy break into the week.
Went over and tried to fight.
So Mazda's coming along. We're sort of sorting out the wiring for the key. That's in progress. The Nissan Qashqai's turned up, so she was having a lie-in, bless her. So we've got front and rear cameras to do on this, both ThinkWare F200 Pro Snagglepuss. So we've got obviously rear camera to go here, run it through the grommet, and then down to the front camera with the park mode set up. And I've also got Honda Odyssey, which has just turned up. We're doing the head unit swap on that, and then we've got the T5 after that, and I've got the MOT on the Vito today. So wish me luck, see you in a bit, bye. This one's done. Bit of a weird one, really. I've never heard of that before. It's such a bizarre tune. But what I will say is she doesn't look like the kind of lady that should be listening to that kind of music. Oh dear God. It's like a bit of a cross between Mrs. Doubtfire and your nan. Hello! And what's going on with that? I'm guessing she's a metal fan. Never mind. Anyway, this one's finished. We're gonna crack on with the Honda and then jump right back onto the MX-5. Gosh, what a busy day. It's all gone a bit hectic today. Sunshine's nice though. Where am I going to stick this one? I have no idea. Right then, here's our next one. You may remember this. Sam's old car. We've got obviously Pioneer unit that's in there, and we took out that thing. So we got this to put back in it. Swap all the bits and bobs over, get rid of that one because this car is sold. So we'll strip this apart, take the stuff out, go from there. Fun times. See you in a bit, everyone. Honda's done. Old school Pioneer put back in. Not as good as the one we've taken out, but that's okay. But yeah, USB, microphone, digital aerial, all the fun stuff. But retro, he's good. Honda shuttle finished. Right, what's next? Lunch and a bit of MX-5. See you in a bit. Bang on time.
Bertha didn't know.
Give me 1
They had
second.
met at the club, and Bertha had fallen in love with her.
So,
As she always did.
the amp is in. We're just doing our little setup. So what we need to do is get, excuse the breathing, I'm running around like a blue ass fly because we've got about 10 minutes till the MOT and I've got to get this thing finished. So we've got our USB, let's put that in there, make sure that comes up on there. Lovely. Settings, audio, we need to turn the subwoofer off for now. So we're just staying quiet. It's doing its little beeps and bongs. We're running pink noise through it. Microphone on the headrest. Tweeters, mid-range active. Subwoofer switched off. Gonna let that do its thing. Come back to you in a minute. The golden noise, that's what we wanted to hear. Let's just turn the volume down before we deafen ourselves. Press once to come out of setup mode, and that's it. We can just adjust the gains, plug the sub back in. This little badger's done. Right, gonna go and get the van for an MOT. I'll see you all in an hour. Bye. Oh, right then, my dudes. What a crazy day. Honda's going to be having a sleepover because the boys are not back yet, and I'm shutting up shop, so that'll have to wait till tomorrow. What we got? Volvo front and rear cameras tomorrow, and we got the sub and the amp coming for the T5. Been a bit of a crazy day, but we got it all done, and the van, my van, had an MOT today and it passed, which is always good because you always worry. But that's it, done for today. Got some stuff packed up. Boys are in. That's ready for tomorrow. MX-5 is gone. Guys really happy. Sounds the nuts. Nothing more really else to say. I'm just warming the van up because the temperature's got proper chilly. So we're gonna have a nice frosty drive home, no doubt. Messing around with the camera, 1 second. There we go. But other than that, guys, love you and leave you. See you in the morning for some more fun and games. Ciao for now. Bye.